Good morning. This is Philip with RTX Honeybees. It's Sunday, October 6th, 2024. Current temperature is about 73 degrees. I'm just going to do my first check on these Capel hives in about a month. Hopefully they're putting on some fall honey. I've been telling everybody I'm going to harvest fall honey, and I've been telling people at the farmers market I'm going to harvest fall honey. So let's see if I can do that. I'm kind of standing in the flight path of these bees going to this colony, but I couldn't find my microphone this morning, so a lot of this is going to be sort of just silent, and I'll voice over it if I need to. So I'm going to start with this was a colony I started this year in the spring. I raised that queen and started her just from like a 3-frame nuke or 2-frame nuke. And we'll see if they're doing anything. I've got a couple of extra frames, drone comb. I'm going to try to put in that one if they need it. But we'll look in there and see what they have, and then we'll move over to the main bee yard and see if they have anything for us. Thank you guys for coming along. This top box is just a mixture of undrawn foundation and also some foundation that had a good bit of wax moth damage. I just put it up there so the bees would clean it up for me. So I'm checking this second box down, pulling a frame from the middle and from the end. Finding they started to fill it. Because I don't have my microphone, I'm giving you a hand signal that says 20 pounds is what I estimate that to have in it. I'm going to bring it close to the camera to show you. Okay, so there are 8 frames in the bottom. It looked about like this. Let me see, I don't know if you guys let you focus on it, but it's almost full of nectar. I'd say, I'm going to guess there's about 20 pounds in each of those bottom boxes. That top box was just some comb that the wax moths had damaged. I put it back on there for the bees to clean it up, which they have, but there's not much drawn comb in that top box. So there's still plenty of space, especially if they'll draw this out a little bit to put more honey in both of these boxes. But they're doing really good. I think I might get, 30, around 40 to 50 pounds off these if they can stay on the flow. Right here I'm taking the 2 empty drawn combs and putting it in the middle of where this is already full of nectar, so hopefully they'll fill that up fairly quickly. So I'm taking out 2 pieces that have nectar in them and putting 2 empty frames there in the bottom. These will go into the next box up. Actually, these 2 frames that have nectar or honey in them will go into the very top box, because it has some frames that don't have anything drawn at all. So. Okay, let's go over to the main yard and see what we got over there. Okay, in this yard I'm just going to set you all up on the wide angle and see what I can see what you can see. I'll try to edit the video down if there's stuff that you can't see too much. The top box on a lot of these is those wax moth damaged combs that I just got on here to clean up, so I probably won't find much in the very top. But we'll see where it goes. The big tall boy in the back is kind of one of my more spicy colonies, so it's probably also got the most honey in it, so maybe I should start with that one, see if they need more room to store honey. The video is getting a little bit monotonous, so how about some background music? Well, I was a little bit disappointed. The top two boxes don't have much at all, but the bottom box is full of combs that look about like this. Some capped honey, but I think I'll get at least a box off of these. Probably 30 pounds or so. Don't know if I'll get much out of the top. This one has a double deep on it. It's the one I was doing the experiment with the acorn frames that they drew out really well. So maybe they're focusing their attention on drawing those frames down there. But I'm not gonna fool with that today. Even if they are, I'm not gonna remove them yet. I will remove those before winter and shake them down into one box. But anyway, okay, but not as good as I expected. But they still have plenty of room, and another month to go. I have this nuke or resource hive on top of this other colony, so I'll have to move it out of the way. I just checked in the top of it to see what bees look like. Taking the brick off so I can feel the weight, and it's really heavy. Probably needs to be moved into a bigger box, but it's been too late in the year to do that. This hive's doing really good. The top box even has some weight in it. Using hand signals, I'm showing you that I think the third box has about 15 pounds in it. So now I'm showing you, second box has about 20 pounds in it. Third box, I think, has about 30 pounds in it. So this hive is doing very, very good. When I first opened this colony, I noticed that it had quite a few hive beetles. So I'm going to get some Swiffer sheets to put in that to help them battle the hive beetles. I had such bad camera angle on this next colony that I'm gonna speed it up real fast, so let me just get past it. Really not much to see here. They also didn't have very much honey. Right here I'm saying that the top box has 0 weight, nothing in it at all. Okay, so this didn't have hardly anything in it. For some reason I've got it in a double deep. Queen excluder's here. I don't know if I'm trying, I think I was trying to draw out some more comb, but they look pretty weak. It's probably one I'll have to come back and check on. They're not going to make me any honey. And I probably need to check on, I think that might be queen right, but they got more space than they need for sure. So I'll see. If I have time, I'll come back and check them out, but not on this video. Alright, this one just has a single deep. It has a single deep and a honey super. Should be a queen excluder between the two. Yes, it is. This colony barely had any honey stored in it at all. I'd say none actually. Starting to see a disturbing pattern. Small hive beetle larvae at the top. Not seeing any small hive beetles though. Saw a ton in that one across the way. This has 10 frames, which means it's one I just gave him to clean up. I'm just going to pull it off. I don't think there's anything in it. Yeah, super light there. Nothing in that. Come out away from the middle and see what we get. Yeah, there's really not much there. Yeah, we might have 10 pounds in this bottom box, but it's not much. This one's nice and heavy. Full of nectar. Nectar, a little bit capped. I'll say 15 pounds or so in this one. Sure would like them to fill up one. There's another one that could give a super if it needs it. All right, let's get some guys moved in here. There we go. That'll do. 4 more to check. This colony has a little bit of bridge comb on the right hand side there. You can see it on the inner cover, so they're drawing some wax over there. Most of the honey is stored on the right hand side, so it's not full by any means. The entrance to this colony is on this side, so I'll go around the back. There's nothing in the top box. second box, there's about 10 pounds. The bottom box has a good bit in it, probably 30 pounds. And this is what I had hoped to see in all of these boxes. Full of nectar, starting to cap at the top, drawing a little bit of extra comb, thicken it. About half this box is that way, but so I'll probably get a box off of those, but that's about it. I'm gonna make a note. I'm gonna move a. I'm just gonna do it right now. I'm gonna move a box over onto that. I think at least I have a chance to fill up. Stung because I'm squishing bees. All right, one left to go. Oh, wait a minute. There's one. Let me check this one right here. Do that first, and then we'll do that one over there. That one seems to be my meaner colony. What we got here? Oh, I guess I need to put this back together. Got away. There's about 10 hive beetles in a little beetle gel that got away there. I picked that up. Really not much in this top box. Maybe 5 pounds, probably not that. A little more down here. A little bit of weight to that. Mostly full of nectar, or 3/4 full, or honey. All right. So the last one is way over there in the shadows. I will tell you that that deep is above the queen's clue. That's where I put most of the acorn frames that had been drawn out and have been filled with nectar. So I'm expecting that deep box to be a honey super. Released a bunch of beetles again. Oh, they got a lot of beetle gels. I'll show you guys what I mean by beetle gel. So underneath this Reflectix, the beetles build these little containment areas, and this one right here
It looked like it had like 20 beetles right here that they had locked in. So I guess a beetle's guarding each end. So when you pull that off, they go spilling out all over the place. So that's one thing I don't like about this Reflectix. It definitely gives the beetles a place to hide. So down in this first box, I'm seeing a little bit bee coverage here. I'm just going to pick it up and see what we got. Oh yeah, about 20 pounds. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see, but this is mostly the acorn frames. I think there's like 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. I could spread those out. Nothing in that one. Let's just have a look and see if they're putting any nectar in these acorn frames. Oh yeah, that's got a little weight to it. Yeah. They haven't drawn it all out, but it's got nectar and it's got some weight. Next one over has less. It's just barely started to draw that one out on both sides. Yeah. Yeah, that's got a nice weight to it. Almost full of nectar. Starting to cap a little bit right here. Very nice, very nice. Alright, let's leave them alone. I could space those out, I guess. Sorry, we'll just leave them alone. We'll probably have about 40 pounds in this box. So I'll go ahead and fill it. Alright, we'll put a Swiffer right in the middle where I saw the beetles. And we'll put one kind of in the corner. Okay, that's it. I've checked all of them. A little bit disappointed in the amount of nectar. I was hoping they'd be pushing me to move some boxes around and give some more room, but there's really only one that's really performing that great. So I'll go back and review and see how much we got, but I'll bet we're way under my goal of 500 pounds. So, but we do have another 3 weeks or so to go, so we'll see how it goes. We'll try to stay optimistic. This is Philip with RTX Honeybees. Thank you for watching.